How does JavaScript strict mode work in modules? Imagine writing code that automatically keeps you from making simple mistakes without even realizing it. That's what happens with JavaScript modules and strict mode. When you use modules in JavaScript, strict mode is turned on by default. You don't need to add a special line like use strict at the top. The moment your code runs inside a module, it's already in strict mode. This means all the rules that make your code safer and cleaner are applied automatically. Strict mode in JavaScript makes the language more strict about how code is written and run. It catches errors early by turning silent mistakes into errors you can see right away. For example, if you try to assign a value to a variable that you forgot to declare, it will throw an error immediately. This helps you fix bugs during development instead of finding them later. It also simplifies how variables are resolved and scoped, making your code easier to understand and less prone to bugs. In strict mode, some syntax features are no longer allowed. You cannot have duplicate parameter names in functions or use octoliteral, which are numbers written with a leading 0. Strict mode also reserves certain keywords for future JavaScript versions, so you don't accidentally use them now and cause problems later. These rules make your code more predictable and easier to maintain. Since modules are always in strict mode, you don't need to add the use strict directive at the top of your module files. This applies to all parts of your code inside the module, including functions, classes, and other declarations. Classes inside modules also follow strict mode rules automatically. If you try to assign a value to an undeclared variable inside a module, it will throw an error right away. This helps prevent common bugs that happen when you forget to declare variables. Strict mode also turns silent errors into thrown errors. If you make a mistake, you will see an error message instead of the code just failing quietly. This makes debugging much easier. It also makes your code more secure and optimized because it disallows certain actions that could cause problems or security issues. In the context of modern JavaScript features and paradigms, using modules means your code benefits from strict mode protections without extra effort. It encourages better coding practices and reduces bugs. Since modules are part of the S6 and later standards, they are designed to work seamlessly with strict mode. This setup helps developers write cleaner, safer, and more reliable JavaScript code every day.